What's going on YouTube? My name is Jim and today we're unboxing the Savage X 4.6. Now this is actually a 1A scale monster truck. It's a nitro truck, 4-wheel drive. It will hit about 45 miles an hour out of the box, and it does come with that 4.6 big block engine on here, which is really powerful. And also the design of this truck is fantastic. So like all my unboxing videos, the first thing we're going to do is take a look to see what we get with this vehicle, and then we're going to go over some of the features it has to offer. So the first thing we pull out of the box is the 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. Now this transmitter is very familiar. HPI has been using this for quite some time. It does have 3 channels. It includes 4 AA batteries in here, so you guys will have that. And then we have our servo endpoint adjustments and the screwdriver in the bottom base. This truck comes with a ton of extra parts and pieces. So the first thing that we get is we get an air filter. It's actually a second air filter, and it is pre-oiled, which is very nice. It also comes with a extra body tower in here, as well as some zip ties and extra pieces. There are some shoe horns, there's some preloaders. Now the battery receiver box is right here with the 4 AA batteries that will have to go inside, and then body clips, Allen wrenches. We also get some extra pins and bolts for the tires in the future. And then we have the cross wrench, which is always a nice added bonus. So opening up the second bag, this is something that was always sold separately from a nitro truck, but they do include it now. So we get the 2 packs of 4 AA batteries. The second glow plug, they do include a second one. And then they have the glow plug starter, and they have the glow plug battery. And then they do include a fuel tank. So these used to be third-party accessories you guys would have to buy with your actual truck. Now they are included. There is a 7.2 volt nickel metal hydrate battery and charger. So this is for the actual electric starter they give us. Now it looks just like a drill, but it's not a drill. They do give us the bit for it. This bit is very long. You stick it in the back of the vehicle, in the back of the motor, and it will start it because it is not a pull start engine, although you guys can upgrade it to something like that. But this is actually better than a drill because it does have a locking feature on it. If the engine gets locked, it won't ruin it. There's also some HPI Racing decals and Savage decals, as well as a registration guide and a Savage X 4.6 user guide, manual, parts list, brake and procedures. So hold on to this booklet. This is definitely everything you guys need to know about this truck. There's a lot of good information in there. So pulling the truck out for the very first time, it's a little bit heavy. Again, this is a 1A scale truck. It basically has a larger wheelbase and a little extra length than a 110 scale. Now, taking a closer look at the body shell here, we got a great paint scheme going on here. I love the colors. We got the silver and black in the back. We got some gunmetal gray in the front, and then some silver in the front hood as well. Now, we do have the cutout here for the actual glow plug and engine. And then we have the HPI Racing decals, as well as some of their website information. And then the Savage X on the side here. So very nice body. It's very durable. It feels really good in the hands. And I also like that the chassis actually matches the body colors. I thought that was a nice extra little touch here. Now, I'm a huge fan of HPI Racing tires. I always thought they were fantastic. These are fantastic as well. They're very sticky. Now, the tires are glued down to the wheels. There are foam inserts. And then they also have the black chrome finish on the wheels. Taking a closer look at the suspension system, this is a fluid independent suspension system all the way around the vehicle. Now it's using big bore shocks, but these are nylon shocks. They're not aluminum. There's not any thread adjustments. They're using 2 preloaders pre-installed on these shocks all the way around as well. Now the steering servo, it is waterproof. It's a high torque steering servo. It functions very, very nicely. Now, one thing I do want to let you guys know is everything on this truck is really tightly packed into the actual chassis, so it is a little difficult to kind of replace some of the parts in here. You kind of just got to get a little familiar and just know that some of the parts in here, because they're so compact, means you have to remove some other working parts to get down to the ones that may have issues in the future. Now, the one thing I do like about the compact design is all the electronics of the vehicle are in the front and they're housed in this little plastic casing, and basically you just turn this knob on the top and the casing comes off here. And as we can see the radio receiver in here. We can also see our steering servo and our throttle and braking servo. So they're very easy to access. Our on-off switches in there. Now this little knob doubles as two functions, so it obviously keeps down the plastic housing, but now we can actually take off the radio receiver here and we can replace it with a different one. And then in the front there's this empty space, and this is where you're basically going to put your 4 AA batteries to power all the electronics on the actual vehicle. So it's a very nice design. It's very simple and easy to use, and it looks very clean. I like this a lot. I think that is definitely a big plus on this vehicle. So there's a lot going on in this shot. We can see our throttle opening and closing. We also have a pinion gear and a spur gear, and then we do have a dual stage air filter. Because this is a big block engine, it's basically 3 horsepower that you're getting out of this engine. And then we do have the glow plug on the top of the head here, and this is where you guys are going to start the vehicle with the glow plug starter. So taking a close look at the transmission, this is a 2-speed transmission. It's using all metal gearing inside. Now the front and back differentials, those are also metal, and then we also have the metal drive shaft. And then we do have the fiberglass braking system, and again it's using 2 fiberglass discs right there. Now the fuel tank is a 160cc fuel tank. It is housed on the side of the chassis and held in with 2 body clips. On the other side of the chassis, we have a tune pipe, and this is composite, and it is basically held in with a screw and a rod off the side of the chassis. And then we do have some tuning screws on the actual carburetor, so in case you guys need to tune the vehicle, definitely check your user guide and manual on how to do that for proper weather conditions. The center of the body features a handle that also dubs as a body shell support system, and the vehicle is actually perfectly balanced in the center of that, which is very nice. Taking a look at the bottom, we can see the metal chassis and then the plastic skid plates that go up into the bumpers. Now, this vehicle is definitely not a starter nitro truck. I would say it's either a high to mid-range vehicle. I really do like nitro vehicles. This one is durable. HPI Racing always makes these really cool chassis, and they're really durable. And the way that they just compacted everything in here, it fits nicely. It doesn't get in the way of itself. The only thing I would recommend replacing on this vehicle right away, if you're going to put some extra money into it besides just spare parts, I would definitely get maybe some aluminum shocks or some shocks that you can adjust with threads, just so you guys don't have to put those preloaders on there. I do like that they're big bore shocks, but I don't like that they're nylon. And then the only thing I would pick up for extra pieces are obviously some A-arms. Always get some glow plugs, and then you'll need fuel to actually run the actual vehicle. So we do carry all the parts for this vehicle at dollarhobbies.com. Make sure you guys check it out. If you would, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. There'll be more content in the future. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.